Hey, we're recording.
Oh shit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Daytime Rock, episode 4.
Four. We
Here
made it.
with me, Dayton J. Danks, and my
Louis
brother, Ray Rock, right over there, somewhere.
Tap
Maybe.
and Day. I gotta
Yeah.
leave you for 2 seconds. Pop's leaving. Gotta give my pop a hug and a kiss. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah. No, give me a hug and a kiss from me. Well, that worked out well. I'm on my own. Are you on my own in my crazy mind? I'm on a safe place.
Check. Okay. Sorry about
I
that.
thought I thought you'd properly bailed then.
No.
Like,
Of course it's got us. As soon as we hit record, here we go.
yeah,
I'll be back.
yeah, I'll be back. See you later. I almost broke out into song once again,
Hey,
as
I'm on my tab,
always.
so there won't be no pauses. Well, except for that
It,
one. And I'm
it's just
stuck on.
my natural instinct when I'm on my own is to just sing, and I almost did.
Well, at least
Every
you
time.
can.
No, don't lie to me. I know I can't sing. I just enjoy it.
You actually can, dude. I just watched 2 videos of you. It was great. I retweeted one of them. I forget which one it was. One of them. Go check it out. Anyway, what's it like on the other side of the pond today, brother?
It's a bit cold. It's
Yeah,
a bit cold.
dude.
Yeah, as summer is definitely over, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's pouring. Well, it was pouring this morning. I actually woke up to the sound of rain just beating down. At the moment, it stopped, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, buddy.
I love the rain as well, you know. It's like you kind of have to when you live in the UK. But
I guess so. It's like living in like around Seattle or Washington up here. It just rains like every day. I don't know how them people deal with that. But yeah, well, we needed it honestly. It hasn't rained in a while, and well, there's a lot of plants around here that some of them the deer didn't eat just yet. Them fuckers that they eat everything, dude. I mean, they're beautiful to watch, you know, in the wild, but you know, when you come out and you see them eating my plants, then yeah, slap the taste out of their mouth one of these days, man. Can't have anything. I would love to grow a garden, you know, like a proper garden. Tomatoes, peppers, you know, maybe whatever, you know. Can't do it. Maybe the hot peppers. I'd love to see one of them eat a habanero.
Yeah,
Be the last
just good.
one.
Just feed them some next time they're out there. See
Yeah, right?
how they take that.
Oh, man.
That'd be a YouTube moment.
You think? You know, it's funny. Last year, like right, every day I get from Amazon Prime Photos. It says, you know, this day a year ago or 2 years ago, all the way up until like 5 or 6 years ago. It'll, you know, show me this day from whatever year ago. 2 days ago, it showed a clip of. It was from last year. Our sister Renee, her double, the deer I named after her, was. I don't know if you remember this. We're going back some time now. It was Renee the deer standing up over by the pear tree over there, just eating the shit out of the, you know, the leaves and everything.
Yeah, and it was standing up on its two
Yes,
legs, I think.
yes,
Yeah.
I was cracking up because it's funny because every year it's a whole different, you know, group of deer that come with different personalities. Not given my situation is much different this year. You know, last year I was up at 4:30, 5 at the latest in the morning, outside, you know, wrestling with deer. But now this year, not so much, you know. Once in a while they'll come up to me, which is weird during the day, you know, for a buck, especially, you know, just to come right up to you and, you know, not so much wrestle, but, you know, just kind of be lovable.
Yeah.
And if you ever seen deer in the wild, they're the most skittish creatures you've ever seen. I mean, my little dog Foxy, chases groups of them away. I'm like, really? It'd be like, I don't know, you or I trying to fight Thanos. That you're gonna get your ass kicked, but she don't care.
We all need love sometimes, though. That's the thing, isn't it? He might be a big ass book, but he just wants a cuddle. We all need a cuddle.
Ain't that the truth? I swear, one night it was just one of them days, and this beautiful buck just came out of nowhere. Never seen him. Ended up naming him Handsome, and that's exactly what he was. But most friendliest deer I've ever seen. Like let him. I just never seen nothing. I've seen just about everything. I just the other day, as a matter of fact, girlfriend got on video. I've been trying to tell her to upload it, but it's two fawns, the baby deer, humping each other. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And the mom's just standing there. I'm like, your kids are kind of,
The kids are at it again.
I'm not sure how it works in, the animal kingdom, but, well, I guess by that note, I guess that's how we're all brothers and sisters in the eyes of the Lord. We all came from Adam and Eve. That's just ancestry all the way down the line.
Yeah, sure is. The mum's probably just looked at them and just give herself a hoof to the forehead.
Yes. Oh my God. All right, let's see if there's clips. There we go. Look at that. I love these. I'm sure by now everybody's seen these. I have lighter leashes. That's what, if you ever see me lighting a cigarette, I know I don't smoke too often, but the bottom of this, at least for guys anyways, clips to your jeans. So, it's an old school Dale Jr. one. Hey, Amp! My favorite drink!
Daytime Rock, sponsored by Amp.
Mountain Dew's Cherry Amp. Go get it. Actually, I do already have my Red Bull, which I don't know where that can went. Oh, there's my Gatorade. Gatorade and Amp.
Who would have guessed we were seeking sponsors and like production and everything like that?
Right?
WWE.
Watch WWE.
They're doing podcasts now, right?
They are. They're doing it. They did it again. Oops. Ooh,
yeah.
I went old school. Is that a Britney line?
Yeah. That's way back.
All right.
That's what? 96?
I wish we could just have that gift, that Shane gift, pop up right now. Just. Dude, I tell you what, this weekend has been insane.
Tell me about it.
All right, where are we at? Today is Monday. All right, everybody came up Friday. Pop, Sean, Sarah, Scarlett, Stella, and girlfriend Kim's here. And Pop, of course, So, they got here Friday late Saturday. We built legit horseshoe pits, regulation size, and then we built a fire pit. So that's all in, up, and working. And are you familiar with a game? It's called Cornhole. I thought it was something else. But essentially, what it is it's two boards with a hole cut into it, like about a 4-foot by 2-foot board with a small hole. And what you have is these bean bags. And you just throw them. And obviously the goal is you get 3 points for sinking it in the hole. You get a point if it hits the board. And you get 4 apiece. You could do teams, anything like that. That's fun as hell. For me, throwing horseshoes, it sucks because all my weight goes on my right foot when I go to throw it. So it gets extremely painful, if you know what I'm saying. Because this is, like right here, I have no cartilage left on my ankle. So it's just bone on bone rubbing. Dude, I'm 37. I got tendonitis. Like, I'm going to have a claw by the time I'm 45. Like, my hand hurts so much from all them years. Still walking with a cane. And I try my best not to use it all the time because it just hurts. And I don't want to bitch complain about pain, but I'm tired of it, man. Oh,
You're gonna like evolve into a velociraptor.
I really am. And you know what's the messed up part? Papa's got 4 different kinds of cancers. He's in better shape than I am. I shit you not, man. It makes no sense. Dude's got full-blown lung cancer. He's got colon cancer, prostate cancer, and kidney cancer. He got his blood results back. Pristine. I'm like, how is that even possible? You know, his white blood cells ain't even out of whack.
And every morning he wakes up and says, Ray, are you ready to try and win me in that arm wrestle?
And that's not
it's
too
only
far
been
fetched.
84 years.
Holy Christmas, dude. I mean, you know, I think about that, and it's like, and he's not in any pain, which is great, you know, but for me, I'm thinking like, oh, man, I'm not getting any younger, and I can't leave here for more than 2 hours, you know what I mean, because I'm constantly on the clock, you know. But, you know what, I'm really throwing a... all right, I'm going to stop complaining. Somehow, through all this, I am happy. I am alive. And day.
That's what we do. That's what we
do.
We get on with it and we smile.
We do.
Smile, bitches.
Smile, bitches, you alive.
Yeah, that's all it's about. You just gotta. We're all dealt some shitty ass hands.
Yeah.
And,
we are.
You know, like, we just gotta go all in anyway.
Yeah. It's the truth, you know? And it's funny, you like just smile. Truth of the matter is just smiling, you know, genuinely smiling. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you share this, but do you ever get like a euphoric feeling? You know, or just like a good, you know how they, you know, no matter what's going on, if you're in pain or, you know, you're just mentally exhausted, we'll put it that way, or anything like that. But if you get a good laugh, all that just fades away, man. Like, nothing.
It does, and it's like instantaneous. And it's like you get a real good chuckle on, and then like the tears are happy tears, you know, and it's like,
It's truly amazing. I mean, you could be having the worst day, and one good laugh, you know what I mean, will just set you on a whole new, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's cool.
And it's like everyone's got that power to just flick that switch, you know. It's like
that's it.
Many people feel lost in the dark and that, but they just flick that switch, turn that light on, and boom.
Exactly.
Your day just became great.
Hey, it's funny because this is the other side. I think last week we did the other side of the thing for the people that just wake up to terrorize and make people's lives hell.
Yeah.
Well, there's the other side of that coin, you know. With all that,
we are the other side of that coin.
We are. We sure are, brother.
I haven't figured out whether we're heads or tails yet, but you know, either way.
I don't know why that just busted me up. I don't know if we're heads, tails, up, down, left, right. I'm right. Actually, I'm left right now, technically. He's right. Left. Boy, I really ain't playing with a full
somewhere deck. Over here.
There we go.
Somewhere.
Yeah. There we go. It's just the dumbest thing. Oh, God.
The guys don't know whether they're coming and going, ducking and diving, left or right.
Ducking and diving, baby. Oh, dude, this is bad. I am like finding a whole...
We just got bombed by Charlotte's back.
I was going to say, there we go. This show is not complete till Charlotte's back makes an appearance.
Yep, it makes the show. That's why people tune in. Just for Charlotte.
All right, what am I hooked on?
Say hello. Say hello.
Hey! There she is. Where's my buddy at?
Are you wearing Finley's dressing gown?
Oh, it's a shame Stella's not here. Stella means to need Allura.
Yeah.
Scarlett needs to meet Finley.
Yeah. You're dressed as Spider-Man, aren't you?
My body hurts. Dude, my arm, I'm not used to holding kids all day, but Scarlett, all yesterday, man.
We got the other one. We got the other one.
My buddy's around?
Yep. Oh.
There he is. Hey, buddy.
Say hello, Ray.
What's going on? Look at that smile.
Yeah.
Can you do this, Finley?
Can you do that, son? No. Yeah, you can.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can.
Do it for me.
Do it for you. Put that across there, stick that finger up, turn it around.
My man.
Yeah, got it.
Woo!
Oh, you need to do it now as well. The guess we're in the middle of a show. You should call this show sponsored by Dad Life. Come on then. Come on. You do it as well. You got it.
Speaking of
Hold
Dad,
that one.
man,
Hold that
you
down.
got it down, man.
Hold that down. Yup. You've got it. You've got it. Pick that one up.
See, I don't know if y'all realize
It's
this,
not quite
but Day and I, like, you guys already know this. Day and I have been so close. And we talk often, very often. But as far as fathers go, man, he is, I mean, those kids couldn't be more blessed. To have somebody like that, you know what I mean? Like me, like growing up, I was blessed with having two present, parents. Hence why, I guess I, back to that moral compass, you know what I mean? And it's just really nice to know that they're both going to grow up. They're going to mess up, of course, you know what I mean, as soon as they hit their teens, you know what I mean? But at least, they're going to be well-rounded kids, and they're already smart as can be, so.
Oh, don't do it. You're going to have me crying on a live show. Well, not quite
Sorry,
live.
brother.
Neither of us can edit, so if tears happen, I can't even cut them out.
As if you would.
No, real men cry, brother. Real men cry.
You absolutely do, man. Why do you think my eyes are covered? I'm constantly crying.
Yeah, you just watched The Notebook too many times.
I love the movie. I can't help it, man. It's a great movie. Anybody seen this, you know it is too. And if you have, I'll tell you what. If you can watch The Notebook and your eyes don't even like water up, well, I don't want to say there's something wrong, but I'm just gonna shut up because I'm thinking.
No, do you know what? I cry of everything. Literally everything. It was only Saturday. I was crying off Britain's Got Talent. What's that all about?
Wait a minute. There really is a show called Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's actually the most successful show format in the world.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they do America's Got Talent. They've got Australia's Got Talent. All the thank you for that. All the different nations. And then now they're doing what's called like the champions. The champions. So all the people who have won from all the different nations and things, they're all coming back and doing their thing. There was a person on there.
Yeah.
There was a person on there, and I believe she was from the Ukraine. And basically, she makes artwork out of sand. So not like sand sculptures. She just draws
I got you.
Draws pictures in sand. But she's big with like she helps basically kids with cancer and stuff like that. So she tells this whole story, changing the picture with the sand all the time. So like really moving music as well about the struggle of cancer and getting through it, and like never give up. And it was like, I was like,
right. That just reminded me of. Did you ever see? I think it's Ocean's 12. You familiar with the Ocean's movies? Ocean's
Yeah.
11, 12, and 13? Do you remember in Ocean's 12 the part where Clooney, he's sitting watching Oprah and Brad Pitt knocks on his door?
Yeah.
And he comes in and he goes, you watching Oprah? He goes, yeah. He goes, are you crying? He goes, yeah. And they go down and Oprah had just, built a house for like a whole family that was, down and out. They both start crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice to see that shit, like people actually doing good things for other people, Well, I mean, Oprah got more money than God, but I would love to, I mean, on a smaller scale, I do, how we roll, But then again, it's nice, like on, when that flips and I'm down, you know what I mean? There's always somebody, like I said, our let's call it our Twitter family, you know what I mean? Like there's so many great people, again, not to, reiterate on that, but I mean, it's just nice when you're feeling, like just having one of them days. It's just so easy to jump on there and immediately, like we were just talking about, laughing, just make all that, boom, go away.
Yeah. I think the thing that like all of our Twitter fam are willing to do is reach out.
Yeah.
They've got past that step where they keep it all inside. It's like
that ain't healthy either. I mean, you keep
exactly.
holding that stuff in and pushing it down. One day you're just gonna explode.
Yeah.
Which is why, like if something's on my mind or bothering me, if it's that bad, I don't, I gotta get it out. I don't like holding that stuff in or just being in a mood and be like, somebody asks you what's wrong, nothing, fine.
Yeah.
Like, get off with it, What's up?
Yeah. Well, like this is like a problem shared is a problem halved. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter who you share it with.
Exactly.
It's like as soon as it's shared, it's like it's out there. It's like a release. You're free of that now, or at least you're on your way out the door.
Yeah, exactly. It helps so much. What is this? Oh, I just checked my thing on my phone. Another person. Rob Diaz. I haven't talked to him in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while for me as well. He was moving home last time I spoke. Well, he was looking to move home last time I spoke to him.
Right. Spiritual Spaces. Oh, you know what? I got to do a plug. Indigo. One of our patron families. She has, listen, if you're listening, go check out Indigo's YouTube channel. It is awesome what she's doing. And she covers.
Is this the music? The music thing. Sorry for interrupting, but I keep meaning. She messaged me and I keep meaning to go. She did a music thing, like how music can affect different.
Did you watch?
I will be watching that. It's on my playlist. It's just getting a moment to be able to listen to it properly,
Oh man, dude!
Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's how I found out. She did the same thing. She sent it to me, and I listened to it. Just listening to as a musician. And for one, part of it was that. Well, I don't want to give it away. And hold on, just so y'all know. All right, so her channel is Indigo. Wait a minute, let me get this right. I don't want to mess this up. All right. It's Indigo Crystal. Capital INDIGO. Capital CRYSTAL. Search that on YouTube, subscribe, and check out what she's doing. It is so awesome. Indigo, you are awesome, girl.
She really is. I mean, it was a few weeks ago now. She actually gave me my first tarot reading.
I've been wanting to ask her to do that. How'd it go?
It was eye-opening. That's at the very least. It was. I actually tweeted the cards that I got, but her descriptions of the cards like they actually really did sink in, and it meant an awful lot. Like not only for the fact that she took the time to do that, but it all seemed it kind of like it worked out right. You know what I mean? It made sense.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. I see where you're
I
coming
could
from.
see. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean I've never been a believer in psychics type. I understand that like the possibilities are there. It's like
Sure.
I've never been a disbeliever, but like when she drew the cards, like before she drew the cards, I'm like, oh shit, what am I in for
Yeah.
here? I'm doomed. But like there were some things that some people may perceive as negative, and there was a whole lot of positives in there. But like me being the way I am, it's like, well, I see, well, that's something I can fix, or that's something I can
Right.
change. Oh, it's like, but it was great. It was absolutely great. It was a real experience, and although it only be via Twitter, it was like a full on experience.
You
So
got. Oh,
she took photos of the cards that she drew for me. She told me what each of them meant, and it all
okay.
made sense. It all came together, and I can't thank her enough for it. So I'm with Ray. Go check her
That
channel out.
really, and that's one. Straight. There's no space in between Indigo Crystal. It's just one word. Capital I, capital C. One word. Check it out. She's got so much cool stuff on there, and like Day and I were just talking about, she has something. I'll get back to it. It's a music thing, and everybody loves music. That is one universal thing. I don't. It'd be hard to find a soul on this earth that said no, I don't like music. Just doesn't make sense. But even not even about that, the sound of her voice actually just takes you to a tranquil place. You know what I mean? It's the accent to everything. It just works. It clicks. It's legit. Like it. I love it.
But
Now,
she's English. We've got that gift.
Yeah, you kiss
Well,
my ass.
me not so much. Me not so much. I'm from northeast England. That kind of
Yeah,
doesn't.
so does that mean you have like a ghetto English accent? Is that what you're alluding to?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. That Middlesbrough accent.
Middlesbrough accent. Yeah. Many people may mistake it as Geordie. We are not Geordies, okay? We are not Geordies.
But talking to me, you'd never know I was from Philly because I never really picked up on, that accent. I could talk Philly, but, it just comes, it's, I don't know, it just
So
sounds offensive. Yeah, I mean, you can say that.
Hi.
Go ahead.
What does Philly sound like then? Come on. Put you on the spot now. You've asked me to do accents before. What does Philly sound like?
Well, first of all, it's loud and obnoxious, like I am anyway. So I do have that part. But all right, so manners get thrown out the window. Like if you're talking to somebody, God forbid you, but just like no way, go talk to somebody. No, they're screaming across the street. Hey yo, what you up to? How's your day going? Okay. Yo, you want to get a slice? Cheesesteaks down the street. You know what I mean? And it just goes on. It's loud, obnoxious, and it's just, You see that motherfucker down? He gave me the finger. Let's go beat the shit out of him. All hard, all. It never clicked with me, dude. It wasn't. Like me and my group of friends growing up, like we all sound the same. We all have, completely different personalities. You know what I mean? But essentially, talking to me, like a lot of people when they first meet me or hear my voice, they think I'm from the South. Apparently, I have a Southern accent, and if I do, so be it. I really don't care. I don't know. Some people say it to me like it's offensive. I'm like, I don't care. You know what I mean? You don't sound like you're from Philly. I'm like, okay. What do you want me to do with that information?
Yeah. Thanks for that.
How am I supposed to sound? You want me to It's tiring talking like that. Anyway, I think I already asked you about American accents, because it's funny. So many movies, how many times you watch a movie and they stick to an American accent? I never realized how many actors and actresses, or I'm saying, come from different countries and they just drop that accent like it ain't nothing, and then they're on like whatever show, a night show or a day show or whatever, and they're talking in a regular language. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like I'm terrible with like not imitating, but trying to like I can't speak to sound like an English person or Australian or any other but I can make up voices like the best of them. You know what I mean? Like I could do that much, but I can't imitate different languages. Can you?
If I listen to something for long enough in a short burst of time, I can maybe replicate it slightly,
I got you.
But I don't know. It's I'm like you. I kind of make up just random strange voices that come out. It's
Yep.
It is what it is. I don't whatever it sounds like. I have no idea, but it's just.
I mean,
it just kind of happens
all the time, just joking around just by myself, or especially with the deer. That's when it really comes out. Just messing around with them, just making up stuff as I go along, trying to watch my language here.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the same with Dad Life. That's what it is. Is like you're sat there playing, and all of a sudden you become a character, and you're playing a game.
Yep.
And that character's got a voice, so you've got to do the voice.
Of course. Of course.
And then obviously we've done our little Percy and Diamond thing.
Percy and Diamond kill me.
Which kind of came out of nowhere.
You know what? Again, here we go, bringing them up again. I was aware of Snapchat, but I never used it. And Adam just kept riding me. He goes, bringing it, because he's on Snapchat often, and I didn't realize that you can actually talk back and forth, like kind of like Twitter, same concept, you know what I mean? But then there's all those other filters, hence where Percy came from, and Squishy, and the 20 other characters, that, are there. But he's the one that got me on Snapchat in the first place. So y'all can thank Adam for having to deal with Percy and Squishy and Bucky and all the other. Wait, do they all end with Y's? Well, technically it's Percival, so.
Yeah.
It is fun though.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Diamond. It was like that was kind of a release, like that guy. That guy can swear. I mean, I try not to swear. I do swear, but I try not to. I got to, like with the kid, and like that guy can swear and just say it as it is. It's fun.
It's just a fun outlet. Just let it go. You know what I mean? And it's a work. It's not a shoot. You know what I mean? It's just goofing around. You know what I mean? I love that. Yeah. Because some people, make different accounts so they can, like dummy accounts, if you want to call it, or a second account on Twitter, just to do something like that, or essentially trolling, but that's not trolling. It's just having fun. And then when you kick in with Diamond, now that just cracks me up. I remember the first one you did, just coming back at Percy, and then to see them become friends.
Yeah, it just, it was inevitable, like Day and Ray,
Yep.
Percy and Diamond. It's like,
here it comes.
Space.
It's going. I gotta tell you this. If it wasn't for both of the Kims, none of these characters would exist. Like, they're the ones that made it really come alive and interact and play along with it, and that's where all these characters got born from. Adam got me there to do it, and just messing around with it and just goofing around one day. I forget who I did first. But, they just made it go, and it was... Well, that people know who Percy and Squishy are, at least, not to mention, I don't know where Grandmama Rock went. They change the filters sometimes. Geez, if Percy ever disappeared or Squishy, I would probably cry. Squishy, I can, tap into my inner child. Percy, well, it's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, you're in a badass.
Oh, he'll be the first to tell you.
Yeah. See, I didn't, when I signed up to Snapchat and stuff, I didn't get half the filters, like I only had a few and none of them really worked. So I had to kind of just wing it and just put my own voice on there.
It was great though. It works, you know what I mean? Because you had the glasses and everything to go with it. The voice is fucking perfect. But yeah, as far as the filters, well, Adam or Gina or Jazzy or one of them, they'd be able. Apparently, there's a way to get new ones and do all that. I don't know if you buy them or how it works. I'd have to ask one of them how it works. But I think there's enough as it is. Like you said, I mean, it gives you. I think if you go to the right, that's like where you'd find the ones that I typically use. But it updates and all that.
The right, or the right, or the right.
Left. Right. Go to the. Go to the right. Press and hold. This is all done via cell phone, by the way. I don't. Dude, I don't know why, but if I can't tell you the last time I opened a laptop. It might as well be cutting the head open and doing brain surgery. It just makes no sense to me. I'm like, where's Google at? It makes no sense to me.
I mean, nowadays, you can pretty much do everything on your phone, and
you can, literally. I mean, there's nothing you can't do, really.
It's just everything's so much easier to find. It's like I was all right with computers when I used them, but
back in
now,
the day,
yeah, it's like now, who needs it?
And like I said, there's that back.
Yeah, the back is back.
The back is back. Dude.
Oh, and the little devil's back. The little devil. Yeah, come here. Come here.
Hey, this sounds interesting. Check this out, dude. 20 matches that define the Intercontinental title starts now on WWE Network. Celebrating 40 years of the prestigious title. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The alert's been on my phone for a hot minute, but I just haven't got to the point of actually watching it yet.
It's really, really good, and there's so much. For me, Shawn Michaels was the very best Intercontinental Champion.
You know what?
I know we mentioned Shawn Michaels a couple of weeks ago about being the very best of all time. But, yeah. Intercontinental Champion, that it just meant so much when it was Shawn Michaels for some reason. Even when he wasn't necessarily the good guy, it was just awesome to watch him.
You know what? I'll tell you what, my favorite Intercontinental match right now off the top of my head, and I would probably stick with this if I had time to think of it or, think about it. But if I'm not mistaken, it was at Wembley Stadium, SummerSlam. Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. That was a great match.
I think it was at SummerSlam 92 or 93.
SummerSlam 92. Yeah,
I think
SummerSlam 92.
That was such a great, and I'll tell you, it was when Bret fought British Bulldog, Davey Boy. Was that for the Intercontinental the following year? No, that was at Wembley.
Actually, no. That was at Bret versus Davey Boy. I think that was SummerSlam 92.
That was 92, and then the following year was Mr. Perfect, and I don't know where that one. Yeah, that's right. It was Wembley was 92 versus Davey Boy for the Intercontinental. Bret dropped the title to Davey. And then the following year, they got Bret and Mr. Perfect, got into their thing. But hey, it's
Mr. Perfect, he was perfect. He was great.
He was, and Bobby Heenan being with him just really set it off. I loved, remember when he'd spit the gum out, slap it, you know what I mean? Throw the tail, Keenan would always
Yeah.
catch it. Half the time, I mean, it would just fly over his shoulder, like, I'm like, dude, it's perfect. And that's live, too, or even if it was pre-recorded, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like it was chopped and edited. He actually did it.
Yeah.
But,
It sells as well. I mean, they were sort of like, they were over the top and they were great, but they were funny too, like,
yes.
You would chuckle at his cells, and there's so many fond memories of Mr. Perfect, because I mean, he just led entertainment. He's like everything he did.
Hey, let me fast forward. We're talking about that time. Kayfabe is very much alive then. Do you think internet's killing wrestling? Do you think it's helping or harming it?
That's a tough question. That's like another one of them deep questions.
There's pros and cons to it. I mean,
it's good. It's good that the fans now understand the workings of what and the effort that goes into it.
Cool. Yeah, I agree. It's cool to see that stuff. It really is.
I think it's all about building the respect. Like they need respecting, and the internet. Unfortunately, not everyone uses it like that and sees it like that. But
I try not.
A lot of people, there is a lot of people that then respect what they're doing and the efforts they're putting in and the work they're putting in and all the behind the scenes stuff. It's great, but it's like then you get the whole other side that still want kayfabe and can't accept that times have changed.
That's where, like kayfabe being dead, kind of, it hurt, like now everybody knows it's a work, you know what I mean? It's not really, just back in the day, you bought that hook, line, and sinker, that was, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, you had no idea about you were just watching it on TV just like the rest of the world. I don't even know if internet was a thing then, you know what I mean? Let alone looking it up. You couldn't, if you don't have the network and you miss a pay-per-view, you just look it up, you know what I mean? See, or watch clips from it, like back in the day, you're spending $50 to watch that on pay-per-view, not a network. But I'm slowly sliding off the point here, but to backtrack, those two like I said, that whole Intercontinental thing, I want to watch that. That looks really interesting because that title, I stopped, like after The Rock and Stone Cold left, I guess about 2002 or 3, somewhere around there, I just stopped until The Rock came back, with the whole Cena thing, when he hung around for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's about when I started, getting back into it. Like, there's a whole 10-year chunk. So, somewhere in the middle of that is when, I guess kayfabe completely died. And, the whole internet thing, like we were just talking about. Now you can find out, this person may be on Raw, tonight, or is going to be. Like, before, you didn't know that. You didn't know who was going to.
You got the show that you were given. And every time they knocked it out of the park.
I think that has a lot to do with the pops too from the crowd. Like even like nowadays, if they know someone's there, they get a pop for it. If Taker shows up or Shawn Michaels or any of them, Stone Cold or anybody like that. But back in the day, like when Triple H came back, do you remember when he came back from that injury?
Yeah, from his quadricep.
From the quad when he tore and finished the match too, no less. That was even. I think he was partners with Stone Cold at the time in a tag team match when he did that, and the doctor was baffled how he even continued on with the match because if I'm not mistaken,
and he even walk out with there.
Yeah, didn't Jericho put it on a friggin' announcer's table? Didn't he put him in the walls of Jericho? And Triple H was like, screw it, just do it, Like, dude, these dudes, like, that's where I respect wrestlers so much. All the pain and all that, even though it's, quote, fake or whatever you want to call it. that still don't take away from all them bumps they take, you know what I mean? And they're doing that for our entertainment. They got to deal with this stuff later on in life, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
a body's a body. I don't care how. I mean, obviously, if you're all swollen like they are, you know, I mean, I guess it's a. When you fall on your back that many times, hit your head, not to mention, you know, of course, you know, accidents happen too, you know, broken bones, torn, you know, tendons, fractures. It's just, you got to be a whole nother, like you know, you got to be somewhere else to be doing that stuff, you know. Not even
Yeah.
getting into you.
Yeah, well, it just kind of gets to the point where you just think, like, well, I can take it, or it's just a case of, well, this is what I want to do. You know, like, this is who I am.
Right.
And then, you know, like, you accept that, yeah, you're going to get hurt. And
Yeah, that's for, yeah, when it comes right down to it.
you basically hope for the best. Like I say, you hope that you can trust everyone that's there so that that hurt isn't a broken neck or, you know, like,
Yeah.
worst case.
Now, all right, like your Jeff Hardys or even your Shane McMahons, you know, they're your higher flyers, you know. I don't even know if you call it a high flying. I mean, when they're jumping off, you know, the Titantron or whatever they call it nowadays, or ladders, and you know, one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life was the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Christian and Edge. What was it? Just a ladder match, or?
I think it's the first one was a ladder match, and then I think the next one was the TLC match.
Okay, which was the one when when Edge speared? It was either Jeff or Matt hanging off. He was just hanging by the belt, and he speared him from. Was that not one of the craziest things you ever seen?
That was crazy, and when he hit the deck, it just looked like he snapped in half.
Oh man, I mean, and continue on with that. There's another thing I've seen, and if I'm not mistaken, it was when Kevin Owens first started. You know, this is, you know, later on. The match was incredible. I think it was just a ladder match for, you know, the title. It was vacant or whatever. But it might have been Ryback. I don't know who it was, but somebody powerbombed KO into a ladder and it snapped. Now, I don't know if it was rigged to snap, that was supposed to happen or whatever, but I'm just thinking, like, imagine your back actually hitting a ladder or getting suplexed on a ladder, you know what I mean? They know how to fall, but how do you know how to fall on a ladder? It's not something,
Yeah.
I get maybe the announcers.
They're going to walk away full of bruises, if not cuts, and God knows what. You know, it's either way. Even when it's done as safe as possible, they are getting hurt. When it comes to stuff like that, you know, it's like, yeah, a lot of it'll be a lot of the equipment they use might be rigged to break a little easier.
I'm sure they are.
I heard that the equipment's still made of the same stuff that the regular equipment's made of, you know, so
exactly. Do you remember WrestleMania 30, the main event? After Lesnar beat Taker, it was Daniel Bryan had beat Triple H the first match to make it a three-way for the title.
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember when Batista and Randy Orton did like a thing where he RKO'd him through the table, Daniel Bryan, but when he went through the table, he fell on the then monitors. Remember the metal ones they had?
Yeah.
When he went through, his back hit that monitor, you know, like you could see him roll over and just like, what the hell was that? And there's a big old, like, you know, like I'm just thinking, my God, you know, like that could have been to breaking his back, you know, or cracking something, you know, like he could have been paralyzed right there. And that was just a freak accident, you know what I mean? I know them tables kind of break your fall, you know, time Shane came off, you know, or Mick Foley, you know, like, but still. How high are they? 20 feet, 5 feet up in the air, some shit like that?
Yeah, it's about 20 feet.
It's freaking bananas, man. But when Randy hit that, I don't know if you remember that, but it was kind of like if you weren't really paying attention, it just looked savage, man. It was supposed to hurt Daniel Bryan, but, you know, like he had to get back up Randy Orton I'm talking about after just freaking cracking his back on one of them solid metal monitors, you know. Now they got like little, like when I'm doing this on like a tablet, you know, like they're much lighter, you know. Anyway, I went way off the rails on that. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, it's hard. It is. It sure is. But yeah, it's just weird from then, like talking about, you know, Mr. Perfect and Dave Bowie, Bret Hart, like from then, fast forward to today. Two whole different animals, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the people involved, you know, like the stars, they're all just as good as each other, you know, like in their own ways. And the stars of today can probably do what they did then, and the stars of then could probably do what they do now. But our involvement, you know, the audience involvement, kind of takes it away, because like I said, back to the whole thing is like they don't have the respect for what they're doing, you know, like they're too busy on, like, that's why you get no signs nowadays at, like at the shows and stuff. They're too busy on the phone.
Oh,
it's
man.
like
During the Attitude Era, that's all it was signs and signs and signs.
Yeah, and it's like you watch it now. It's like, how many people are at the show? There might be front row seats at the show, and they're sat on their phone watching the show, not looking up.
Dude, no sense. Makes no sense. Really doesn't.
What? It's like, I know, like you've had the opportunity to go front row and everything, and I have too, thanks to a person we won't name.
A very special person.
Oh yeah, a very special person we won't name, who's basically got us 2 shows to go and see what we love. And I might have taken a few photos, but I wasn't missing that match. Yeah, I wasn't missing that match. I was sat there watching the match, seeing this in all its glory, and
in HD. Like you're front row. It's right there. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing on your phone? Seriously, get off your phone. Exactly. It's right in front of you.
Exactly. I mean, like my sister, when we went from Rome, my sister came with me. I mean, she came with me a few times, but like when we were there on the front row and that, and she fell in love with it too. And this was a person who always like kind of like, you know, it's fake, right? You know, it's fake.
Did that look fake to you?
But she loved it. She absolutely loved the entertainment of it, and seeing that the risks that they're taking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she was converted straight away. No, she doesn't watch it every week or anything like that. But when it comes to a live show, she's damn straight ready to go. You know.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what the crossover onto the internet has taken away from it. Is like the buzz for the ticket sales for the live shows.
Oh man,
because people know that they can just quickly check on the phone to see what's happened.
Yep.
Or record it on TV.
Yep.
And you know, like, but then you get people. You then get people taking photos of empty seats. It's like just to slag a company off or whatever.
That's a dick move, man.
Yeah, they have to understand, like, this is the day and age that we're in.
Yeah.
How many people, one, might not be able to afford the tickets, and two, they can just watch it on TV or they can think, so they don't. Society now aims you to just stay at home. Stay at home. Be safe.
Right. I don't think so. And that's sad. You know, it really is. You know, stay at home, be safe. I mean, look, the way I figure, you know, if something's going to happen, you know, like I mean, every morning, you know, it's like my life is in God's hands. No one else but His. You know what I mean? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know, like I just trust that He knows what He's doing with me. And that's it, and let it be, you know. God forbid something happens. If you're out driving, you can be as safe as you want, and that list goes on and on and on. If it's meant to be, hey, you know, just, you got to roll with it, you know. But other than that,
throw fear aside, don't you? You just got to live your life. Don't be held back by fear. Or what if something happens? What if they do this? You know, like I'll encourage my kids to try new things, or like
Of course.
Finley, go on that really high slide. You
Exactly.
know, you can't have them
Things like that. Yes.
scared of life.
And that's the thing. People that it's I mean, I understand some people, that let's call it, mental things or whatever. But for majority of people, they're fine. Just like I said, scared to go try something. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. But don't not do it. Like go try it. Go live your life. We only get one. This ain't no secret to no one. You know what I mean? Like I'm down for anything. And I do have that adrenaline junkie in me, you know what I mean? But it's like there's so many things to do, you know. Even if you can't travel, like there's just so much to do. Like even just locally around us, you know.
Yeah,
But
well, it's
some
just
people,
exactly why like I try to get my kids on these little adventures we've been doing. Like I want them going jumping the streams. I want them,
yes,
climbing trees and that. It's so many kids that are just brought up on mobile phones and tablets and everything like that, and they're missing the whole world. They
yes,
think they've got the whole world in their hands, but they don't. The world's out there. Just put the phone down. So
you're
I'm like
absolutely right. It's
even
one
like
thing
so I'm
watching on a screen; it's another to actually go live it. You know, like you
yeah.
don't.
I mean, sometimes I feel like even snapping my own phones, like I'm getting too caught up looking at this
Right?
screen. When I've got a window there, I've got a door there that I'm going to walk out of and go and experience it.
Exactly. Dude, I'm 100% there with you, you know. And back to that, if anybody listen, if there's something you're afraid of doing, grab somebody. They'll do it with you. You know what I mean? Like somebody, you'll find a friend that'll go with you and try something new. Like don't let anything hold you back, especially fears. Like conquer that stuff. Get over it. And if you're still scared, so what? At least you could say you did it, like go skydiving or go, on a roller coaster or whatever, stand on a roof, Bear with me on this
Pick
one.
up
I know that could
pick up a spider. The
yeah,
simplest of things. Simplest
But
of things. Just like change your whole perspective of like what's that there's nothing to fear but fear itself.
bingo.
That's what I grew up from my dad. Like my dad would always tell me, just don't be scared. If you're scared, fair enough, but do it, and you'll soon realise that there's nothing to be scared of.
No, there really isn't. And it sucks to, I know too many people that live their lives that way that are afraid to even just go out. They ultimately make themselves reclusive, You're just stuck at home all day and you're seeing everything on the TV or your phone or your lap, whatever, You're watching the world through a screen instead of actually going out and doing it yourself, Like go out and live your life,
Yeah.
It's so important, to experience as much as you can, I understand there's days where you don't feel good, you just feel like laying around. Sure, I get that, but every God-given day, I mean, shoot, you say a prayer every morning, something touching on that. A lot of us do, you know what I mean? And it's the truth, I do practice what I preach. I know you do too, and I know a lot of other people that write these things are doing the same thing, And it's just sad to know that,
I just hate to think. I'd hate to think that I was lying on my deathbed and just thinking, well, I haven't done nothing. All I've seen is my own downfall, just sitting on my ass doing nothing.
That's kind of the thing. Like, if you're sitting there, let's go back to the deathbed. If you're sitting there and you're like, wow, I regret not doing this, or I regret, like that, you don't want to be doing that. Or and not even on that, like just in general, you don't want to wake up and like it hits you like, man, I should have did this, or you still can do that, go do it,
Yep.
Like if you, and here's the other side of that coin as far as money goes. Yeah, certain things cost money,
Yeah.
If you want to do it that bad, there are ways, like just for example, if something costs $2.02, I learned this from Pop, I hand them $3 and get the change. Put that change away. It will add up. Trust me. You know, I've done it. You know how many times I want cash change in? $1,200, $1,500, $200, $50. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like free money to go, you know, and live your life with, you know?
Yeah. And to be fair, it's like, yeah, the real exciting things and the real fancy places might cost a lot of money, but you can have a whole lot of fun with nothing.
Absolutely. Shoot. I do every day. It don't cost me a dime. You know what I mean? And I can dude, it don't cost a penny to go, you know, pet a deer, wrestle with a deer. You know what I mean? And it's exhilarating as hell. Don't cost a penny to go stand in the middle of a couple million bees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now that, I mean, I really, I don't recommend people do that unless you got a bee suit on, you know. But point being is
go on.
that no, just the thrill of doing something different and trying it, you know, and just throw caution to the wind. I mean, always be safe, you know what I mean? But sometimes you just got to put it out there, you know what I mean, and do it. And I'm glad that I just have the drive and the want to go and do something. And well, I'm glad
No,
I did.
it's exactly what like I've been trying to teach my kids over these summer holidays. You know, it's like we haven't went on a fancy holiday or anything. What we've done is we've spent days out in our local area, maybe just
Right.
walking, maybe just like I say, doing adventure things, climbing trees, jumping streams, making a you know a rope swing, and doing things like that. It's like there's fun to be had everywhere if you're just
Exactly.
willing to open your eyes and make it fun.
That's it. You said it. And like you said,
Yeah.
like even the stuff that you've been posting, I love it. Just you know, like it still it blows my mind. Right out back, you have all that stuff. You know, that's awesome. And the kids can enjoy that. You know, and like you said, go. You know, I think it's healthy for our immune systems to go jump in a pond or you know what I mean, like pick up worms or bugs or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You know,
Get covered in mud.
what the hell? Oh man. Um, being summoned.
I mean, summoned.
I'm being summoned. Hold on.
Oh, no, well, let's call it a wrap at that then, Ray. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's what again.
Unfortunately,
It's what we do.
it is. Oh my god.
We've hit over an hour anyway, so
Did we really?
we're not cutting it short.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't feel too bad now.
No, just give my love to Pop Pops. And
Sure will.
when Sean and Sarah and their family are back, please give them a big hug from me.
No, I will, brother. Please do the same with yours. I
I
love
sure
seeing them.
will.
I'm glad Allura finally made an appearance, and of course Charlotte's back.
Charlotte's back. It's like so many people are just gonna be waiting for Charlotte's back now.
Right.
It's like where's Wally? I think you call it where's Waldo.
Waldo, yeah. Oh
Charlotte's back.
man. Oh shit.
You know, she's going to be the first person to get it out of us. We're looking for sponsorships and things like that, and she's going to get one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Shoot, what movie was it? I think it was The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. The face back. Happy Alan and his apps. Yeah. Oh shoot. All right, brother. Well, oh, right, we're live or record. Duh. Always forget. It comes in. It comes and goes. Comes and goes. Like, oh yeah. But
that's another showdown, though. Another showdown. I don't know we can really call it a show.
Nah.
Yeah, number 4.
We got to 4. That's not bad. And that's what was bothering me. Jeez, the thing was hanging on the microphone the whole time. I don't know how many times I must have scratched my face thinking something's crawling on me.
Right.
If
I'll
y'all
let
made
you
it
get
through the
to it,
whole
Ray.
episode, we very much appreciate it. And like I said, we shouted a few people out, and like I said, if you guys get a chance, go check out Indigo's her YouTube channel is very cool. The stuff she's doing.
Yeah.
And of course, this right here is free over on Dave's channel, so please go subscribe to his channel. Man, I don't even know what my channel's called. Can I check? I can check. I think I can check. Come on. Hello. Oh, it says Ray Rock. RAY space rock. If you want to subscribe to mine. And Dave, you want to plug yourself?
I don't even again. I don't know my YouTube channel, but
I do.
my Twitter is at Thanks Dayton. So DANKSDAYTON.
Your YouTube is Dayton J Danks. 3 separate words, all capitalized. So if you want to go, you can find this free there. And, it'll be retweeted too on Twitter if y'all want to check this out. And once again, if anybody would like to ever join us, just DM either one of us and come on, have fun with us.
Yep, the more the merrier. All welcome.
All right, brother.
So let's end it here.
Yes, sir.
It's an absolute pleasure to talk to you, Ray. As always, I love you, brother.
I love you.
I love everyone else.
Amen. Peace, y'all.